Hey everyone, and we're back and we're going to talk about Paul Pogba's 4-year ban for doping. As you can see here, the current Juventus man, which probably will not be much longer, is just having a rough time. You know, he tested positive for high levels of testosterone. You know, there's a lot of, a lot more details into this. But to be honest with you, Paul Pogba is the kind of guy who's been having a great career. He started off really well, at a young age at Manchester United. He headed across to Serie A and he won the World Cup. He headed across to Manchester United and things were going really great for this guy. And then all of a sudden, injuries and so on just completely destroyed his career. He seemed to be going on a downhill slope. Jose Mourinho and these guys seem to have problems with him. A lot of people are saying maybe he achieved too much too quickly. He's a very flamboyant player. He's the pick on. He's a social media guy. He complained on Twitter sometimes. But, doping was not one of the accusations he had until now. So just to give you a little bit of an insight into what took place, I'll just summarize really quickly. Last August, I believe, against Udinese, he had a provisional suspension imposed on him. I think it was September 11th, where the results of a B sample came back positive the following month. Then he did another test, and that also came out positive, which was last week, Thursday. So the Italian sport prosecutors saw a request for a 4-year ban granted by the National Anti-Doping Body. Folks, to make a long story short, there were 2 samples and he got, guilty, positive on both. And now what people are asking, is his career over? The guy who had pretty much was at the pinnacle of football in 2018, winning the World Cup, performing well for his club, doing well for Juventus, and then heading to Manchester United. It all just seemed to go horribly wrong. And to be honest, is his career over? Can he bounce back? A lot of people are saying it's such a tragic loss. And, there are a lot of people that came to his defense. One of those people, his former coach at Juventus, current coach at Juventus is Massimo Allegri. And he stated the following. So let's pull that up really quickly. I wrote him a message 2 days ago. On a human level, I'm very sorry, but also from a footballing point of view, the sport is losing an extraordinary and difficult to find player who I had the pleasure of coaching. On top of that, Paul is also a very good person. This is from Massimo Allegri. Folks, this is very sad, I think, because this is a player that I really think could have performed for many years to come, and he just kind of fell down the pecking order, both in the selection process at Manchester United and at Juventus. He got the injuries. But let's hear what Paul Pogba had to say. Let's read that out really quickly from the man himself, one of his many quotes. As a professional athlete, I would never do anything to enhance my performance by using banned substances and have never disrespected or cheated fellow athletes and supporters of any of the teams I have played for or against. As a consequence of the decision announced today, I will appeal this before the Court of Arbitration for Sport. So folks, as stated, he is going to fight this. I think if you believe you're innocent, you should fight it. And this raises a lot of questions. A lot of players in the past have had consequential accusations where they claim that they did not know about it. And, they are saying that they investigated and the evidence does not, it's not enough to back the claim that he was unaware of what he was taking. He claims that he was. Another example of this is Paul Gomez, the Argentinian who was at Sevilla. Apparently, cough syrup. I've worked on national teams, and I can tell you this. One of the discussions we have with the team doctors is that they tell you, be very careful about the supplements you take, especially when heading into competitions and in general. Make sure they're approved by doctors. And, there could be some harmless, what seem to be harmless over-the-counter medications that could lead to possible doping positive results. Is that the case here? Do you think Pogba was guilty of this? Do you think that this is just a situational thing? These people clearly did their investigations and came up with that. So, folks, let me know what you think in the live stream in the comment section below about this, because I think it is something that is worth discussing. There's a lot of young athletes that look at the show. This is a health station after all, and you have to be careful what you put into your body. While it may be good for your body, is it legal in the sport? Is it performance enhancing? And, the anti-doping agencies around the world take this very seriously, not just in football, but in all sports. And it's something, that could hurt not just his career, which a lot of people think is done, but his reputation. So let me know, what do you think? Do you think he's innocent? Do you think he's guilty? Do you think his career can be salvaged from this particular thing? What's next for Paul Pogba? I'm going to read this out really quickly. Pogba has already announced that he would appeal, we saw that in the court, against the ruling in the Court of Arbitration for Sport, which indicates his determination to clear his name and restore his tarnished reputation. We spoke about that. However, the outcome of the appeal remains uncertain, leaving Pogba's future hanging in a balance. He has a contract with Juventus until 2025, and it remains to be seen if Juventus will terminate this. So as we've seen, that's the other damage to this. Not just your career, but your reputation, your ability to generate revenue, and overall his form of employment. He is contractually signed to Juventus. Are they just going to terminate this? Are they going to support it? It's clear that Allegri and also Deschamps, who is the coach of France right now, showed his support. They seem to genuinely believe that that's not what he would do. But, it is what it is. And it does raise questions about other cases in the past about intentional doping or not being aware. And, how do we protect athletes from this? So, folks, let me know what you think in the comment section below in the live stream. For international viewers, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think. And before we go, scan that QR code because you can automatically qualify for a chance to win prizes and so on. So, with that being said, thank you for supporting us and see you next time.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching Extra Time TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe.